What's up, y'all? My name is Predada Severa. I'm the Beyond Above Deep Black director of the Illuminati. If you've been to one of my other channels, or rather one of our other channels, then or I should say better, one of their channels that I'm on, and a couple of them I manage, or whatever you want to call it, then you already know who I am and what I'm about. I don't really want to go too deep into the whole secret society stuff for this video, because I do it all the time, or because I don't have the ability yet to make videos that like have music and editing and all of that stuff, and my videos just end up being me talking just like this. I'm trying to break away from that, but I can't. I don't like. I have my music, the album that I have out that's been out for like 20 years or whatever it's been, is hip hop, rap. Got me calling it hip hop now. I'm an older dude. We never called it hip hop back then because it was called rap. They just started calling that hip hop, and people started calling it hip hop, and to me it's still rap. But I said hip hop, right? Anyway, so I guess I just want to point out that I guess I'll use the quote that I did for that you're not gonna see because it's not on the cover art. Because you know how like when you look at the channel art, it's it only shows like if you're on, I guess, YouTube TV or something like, you know, I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I just like would post a video here or there because I have a couple, like I said, a couple of channels, and so I don't know anything about the whole YouTube TV and all that stuff like that. And it used to be just a banner, a thin, big, long, thin banner, and you had to figure out how to adjust and make your things fit that. But okay, so like I was gonna put this quote in the picture on the banner, but I saw that if you do it for YouTube TV, then there's that, it's not so much square, it's rectangular, but it won't fit. So I figured, why don't I just like explain it in the video and keep it brief, because I'm starting to not so much just like that I can only make videos right now that don't really have music coming into them. I was saying my music is rap. It's not like I can't play it in there, but it just feels, the vibe feels like it doesn't fit right. For example, and this will be like the third time that I've shouted out this channel or made reference to it. Sorry about that. Made reference to it, but I think I have stuff that I haven't put out yet for one of the other channels because of the gigabytes, not gigabytes, right? Gigabytes. The gigabytes that get eaten up when you have to upload, and and that get eaten up when you record. I'm on a phone, so I can't take YouTube seriously the way I want to try to use it to earn monies, because I have to work. I'm not gonna go into that. I don't like what I do. It has nothing to do with the Illuminati though. Just plain old work. But I have to do it, and I don't make enough money, so I got to keep working. And I'm sitting here now, like I'm making this video, and like where is it really gonna go? No one ever pays attention to any of the stuff that I do over all the years. No one's bought my music over all the years. I think my music is good, but that's just me. I can't be the judge of my own stuff, I suppose. And even with the videos that I put out, I have a lot of information in them. Back in the day, that was good enough. Today, you have to make a pretty video with music and dancing. I'm just throwing that in there. Dancing, and I mean, cooking is good. Doing kind of interesting, slightly wild things that catch people's attention, yeah, okay. But it's like that wasn't what we did back in the day. It was, you had something to talk about, and so you make this video explaining what you had to talk about, and then people would watch it. That doesn't happen anymore, at least not for me. I see it happen for other people, but it never happened for me. Anyway, I hope I'm even talking loud enough. Okay, let me talk louder, because I remember the videos for the other channel where the volume sounded too low to me, because if I get closer, then my face is all big on the thing, but you'll hear me good further away, and can't hear me so good. But I don't have money to get the equipment, like to have like a lapel mic, even though I'm not wearing a shirt, but I could have like maybe a necklace mic or something. I don't know. I'll think of something. But anyway, just give me a second, because there's a vehicle passing by. So anyway, okay, this channel is an acronym, Black Snow. In the Illuminati, I'm a counterterrorism, I'm used to saying counterterrorism agent, because it took me a very, very, very long time to build up through to be a director. And so I tell anybody that I'm a counterterrorism agent and I do black operations. I still do those things, but I do a whole lot of other stuff. And so this channel we got it, like all of the stuff that we do has been around for almost eternity. Not even joking. And we have to declassify certain things to try to use those to make money. Big long story. You can type my name in whatever and try to look up in videos where I talk about that stuff. I won't do it here right now. I just want to keep this like as short as possible intro for the channel. So now this channel is, I'm trying to get them to work with me for it to be not black projects, but gray projects. Things that we will be either declassifying or developing specifically to be utilized by the public, or at least give knowledge to the public of their existence. So now there's another channel I run, it's called Pitch Black Snow. Same way this one is. PitchBlackSnow _TM. I mean, that's the @channel. That's the @handle. But if you're just looking it up, it's Pitch Black Snow, all one word, capital letters, with the TM, the trademark thing at the end of it. And so that's supposed to be for our black projects that are ultra black, if you want to say. And I would probably on that channel talk about what we make there, and then I don't know if I would be able to show, it's supposed to be a video. I'm supposed to be able to show you guys stuff, but what I do doesn't coincide with what I'm trying to do here so that I can make money. That's always been a problem, and you see that in the world when you're dealing with government stuff, where they got these secret projects and they don't want the public to have the knowledge or the actual vehicles they make, or whatever the case is. It's way more complicated than that. You just have no idea. So, I have to make this stuff on Pitch Black Snow that I'm not supposed to show you, because it's Pitch Black Ops, Pitch Black Projects. And then I have this one, which is Black Projects, Black Snow, and you're still not supposed to see any of it, but you have to see something or whatever, because I can't sit around just keep talking to you guys, because you don't pay me any mind. So, the other channel is, or one of the other channels is WHITETREES. Same way, all capitals, all one word, TM at the end, but the @handle is WHITETREES _TM. And so on that one, the plan is to show and really let the public interact with things that are created. So I have to say this so I can segue into, because 10 minutes, it's funny how fast the time flies. And I don't do editing, so, but I have to say this, which is that, damn, what was I going to say? Give me a minute. Vehicle passing by anyway, that'll give me a second. All right. So now, we, the Illuminati, I have to say this part, we've been around since the beginning of time. We created time. We created space. We created God. We created the omniverses, all that stuff. And then God created us. And then it's really massive. You can look up stuff, videos that I've done before about it, else you won't know what I'm talking about. And so what I really just want to say is, when we started traveling as physical beings, at first we were like y'all on certain worlds, and we had to make things that would allow us to travel without having to walk or run or whatever the case is. We've been around for the longest. So like you see UFOs. UFOs are the culmination for most species, because there's all kind of zillions of kind of, if you want to call them aliens or whatever, extraterrestrials or whatever. You have, we've had, if you want to call them cars, trucks, buses, all these things like this. So that was, we're the origin of nomadism, of bus life, van life, and it's a whole bunch more to it. I want to figure out, I saw that you can put posts, but like I said, back in the day, they didn't have stuff like that on YouTube. Now I see that you can put posts, and I think, I'm guessing that's like the thing where I could write something and then just put a picture up. I'm guessing. And so if that's the case, I'll put up the quote that I'm about to talk a little bit about, because I'm gonna try to keep this like 15 minutes, because I almost have no space on my phone from the other videos from the other channels. So now that's to segue into that. I want to do, whatchamacallit, I want to do, I guess at least bus life conversions. I've been wanting to do it for the longest, but I don't have the funding. That's another whole thing. I know that's throwing some of you for a twirl. They're like, oh, you're supposed to be an Illuminati, you're rich. No, we're not. Some of us, old money. Most of us, not. The people running the world, they're not Illuminati. They're not even a lot of the secret society stuff that they say they are, or infer that they are, or imply that they are. People learn stuff, and then they say they're this thing or that thing, and that's not what makes anybody anything. If you watch other videos of mine that I've done, look me up and just watch them. Or I had 2 interviews with a guy named Daniel. Oh, the vehicle's passing by. It's been so long I forget the name of the channel, but they were like 5 and 6 hours each, where I was just talking. It's not videos, just me talking. It's audio on his channel, and I think on YouTube too. So, but at any rate, so that's what WHITETREES is going to be utilized for. That's the goal. But not having the money to do that, I'm sitting here having to watch, even though we propagated it because we're aliens, even though 20, 30 years ago, I pushed this movement. Granted, people have been living in motorhomes on this world since about the 1800s, really have. But I pushed what this movement is snowballing back then because of, the housing situations where they want you to end up in a mortgage and you can't pay for it, and then you end up losing your house and you end up homeless. And it was it's always been our goal to keep people from being homeless, so that's a way. And so I pushed it, but I'm the guy who ends up, now I'm going over 15 minutes. I'm the guy who ends up not having, I'm like, this vehicle that I'm in, it's not a bus. It doesn't even run. So, messed up circumstance. I guess this is a good part to say when I'm able to get links that will allow you to help me, or if any of you want to help me, and we'll figure out some other kind of way, that would be fantastic. Because, how do I say this? Imagine being the person who wants to invent the airplane. So, my job in the organization, go back 30 years, was to create a political atmosphere where people found it beneficial for people to actually live in their vehicles. I don't live in my vehicle, but I'm in it most of the time because I operate from it. No one can catch me at my home address. I don't do that. Just like, anybody in intelligence services, security services, you're not supposed to know where they live. You're just supposed to know that they work. And, like dealing with police officers, they do surveillance. Other than that, you see them in police cars. Other than that, you don't know where they're at, and you're not supposed to. So no one's supposed to ever know where I'm at, and that just complicates things even further. Because I can't be the guy who walks around and does videos and shows you stuff and does this and that. I can't be that guy. Right now, I got to figure out a way to do that. So if any of y'all can help me, be the guy who, instead of talking about the airplanes and pushing these things called airplanes to be created and watching everybody else make airplanes, but I can't make airplanes, and they're making money and they're having a fantastic time with all of you watching them like, oh, he made the first airplane. No, he didn't. I did. That type of stuff. I would appreciate somebody to step forward, or someone's to step forward to help me. Because you see what's going on in the world? It's going on because all that's happening, like the whole van life, bus life movement right now, is GMO, because I'm not spearheading it. That's the best way I can explain it to you. Hopefully all of you understand. Maybe some of you do understand. Explain it to other people, please. But I don't know. It's I guess the easier way to say it is, people might believe in God, right? But I don't see God. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I'm standing right here. This is literal, but let's not make it literal at the moment. But let's just make it an example. God is standing in front of you talking, explaining to you how things are supposed to go, but nobody's paying God any mind. This kind of like happened to a guy, who got crucified, all of that stuff. Same thing. And so, but, decades later, hundreds of years later, thousands of years later, everybody's like, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. When most people have no idea, first of all, his name wasn't Jesus, it was Esau. Second of all those things he said and did, they were changed around in all these books. I'm not going to go deep into that, because then it'll end up being people saying, oh, he's talking about, no, I'm talking about facts. This is truth. I was there. We won't really go heavily into that right now. It's complicated. And a lot of my other people were there. But now I'm going towards 20 minutes. Let me wrap this up. So yeah, this channel right here is supposed to be, the quote. Let me just say talk about the quote thing real quick, because this will be 20 minutes, and I try to at least keep them under 20 minutes. We're all aliens. I'm not just talking about the Illuminati. I'm talking about you too. Every 3 days you change out every atom in your body with the universe. So you're not the same person you were 3 days ago. Literally, you're not. Now, when you get that yearning to travel, when you get that yearning to say go buy a bus or something, it happens to old people. You get old, and then that's the ones that usually want motorhomes. The young kids, they want to drive the Fast and Furious type of thing, and you see that's a problem. But the old people, they want to just chill and just go around and look around, see the country and stuff like that. That's because we're all aliens. You don't want to be here. So with this little 20 seconds, I'm saying to you, you yearn to go home, to a home you don't know exists, which is, out there in the universe. But the closest you get to it is van life, bus life. So you're all doing it wrong. I could tell you and show you how to do it correctly, but I need your help. I need you to back me. With that said, Reach out to me. Peace. Stay safe out there. 1.